Okay guys, let's understand the wave. The equation for stationary wave is 2a cos 2 pi x over lambda sine 2 pi nt. Now when we are talking in terms of amplitude, the equation is 2a cos 2 pi x over lambda. Now so this is cos curve. Alright, now let's try and understand something about antinode and node. Antinode is this part. This is called as displacement antinode, because maximum is the displacement over here, whether it be over here or whether it be over here. This would be plus 2a, this would be minus 2a. Alright, and this is node. At node, displacement is 0. Again, this is antinode, this is node, this is antinode, this is node. Alright, now the distance between antinode and node is lambda by 4. Again, this is yet another lambda by 4. This is yet another lambda by 4, lambda by 4, lambda by 4. So, alright. Now, so distance between antinode and node is lambda by 4. Distance between antinode and consecutive antinode is lambda by 2. Lambda by 4 plus lambda by 4 is lambda by 2. And again, if we go furthermore, lambda by 4. So this antinode to this node, lambda by 4, and so on and so forth. So we are going to prove this via equation. Alright, so let's get into the equation. Another thing I need to make you aware of. Now see, this is displacement antinode, maximum displacement, but the pressure over here is minimum. Again, at the same time, at this place, this is displacement node, but pressure over here is maximum. Alright, okay. Now let's get into equation of stationary wave, which I already mentioned. Condition for node, let's try and understand. Now in equation is for amplitude is 2a cos 2 pi x over lambda. Now at node, amplitude is 0. Alright, so a is 0 when this entire stuff would be 0. Now 2a cos 2 pi x over lambda is equal to 0 when cos 2 pi x over lambda is 0. Okay, cos 2 pi x over lambda is 0 when. Now let's come to our circle, unitary circle. Now we know this is cos, this is sine. So in cos we know you get 1 over here, whereas here you get 0, and again here you get 0. So at what angle? At cos pi by 2. So it starts from here, right? It goes here, cos pi by 2 is 0. Then again when we come back over here, cos 3 pi by 2 is 0. Again we come back over here, it becomes cos 5 pi by 2 is equal to 0, and again 7 pi by 2 is equal to 0, and so on and so forth. So it will keep on happening. So cos 2 pi x by lambda is equal to 0 would be 0. This would be 0 when at all these angles. So let us equilibrate and see all this. Alright, so this to this is this, this to this is this, and this to this is this. So and this 2 goes down, 2 goes down, 2 goes down. So we get lambda by 4, 3 lambda by 4, 5 lambda by 4. Now let us check out whether that's the situation. First one that we found was, so let's check out. So this first node was at lambda by 4, lambda by 4. Second node was at 3 lambda by 4. So lambda by 4, 2 lambda by 4, 3 lambda by 4. And next one that we have is at 5 lambda by 4, 4 lambda by 4, 5 lambda by 4. Alright, so 5 lambda by 4. So confirmed. Okay, so that's what is the difference. Alright, now if we get back to the formula, now x is equal to odd multiple 1, 3, 5, 7, and so on and so forth. Odd multiple of lambda by 4. For odd multiple, this is the formula that we use, 2p minus 1, where p can be from 1 to infinity. Alright, let's substitute and see. So we substitute this value instead of p. So 2 into 1 minus 1, 1. We substitute this value over here, 2 into 2, 4, minus 1, 3. We substitute this value for p, 2 into 3, 6, minus 1, 5, and so on and so forth. Alright, so this is for odd multiple formula. Alright, so p cannot be 0. If we take p as 0, then we would end up with 2 into 0 is 0, minus 1 lambda by 4. That doesn't exist. Okay. Alright, so whenever we want to take odd multiple, we have got to take p from 1 to infinity, but not 0. Following same line, now let's get the condition for an antinode. Equation for amplitude, this is the same thing. Now here we need to get value plus minus 2a for antinode. Alright, so for antinode we have got to get plus minus 2a. So plus 2a minus 2a. So a would be plus 2a when this value would have plus minus 1, then it would be plus minus 2a. Alright, so let's get back over here. So cos 2 pi x over lambda would be plus minus 1. Alright, so when would it be plus minus 1? 0, pi, 2 pi. Let's visit this. Now here we want cos to be plus 1 and minus 1. X-axis cos. So at cos 0 it would be 1. Then again rotate it. Cos pi it would be minus 1. Again rotate it and come back over here. Cos 2 pi would be plus 1. Again and again rotate it over here. Cos 3 pi would be minus 1. Alright. So as we did earlier, so cos 2 pi x we can write it as 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi. Okay. Now let's check individually. Alright, as we did in earlier case. So 2 pi x is equal to 0. Obviously x would be 0. Alright. This goes here, becomes 0, this goes here, so 0. When we take this value over here, pi gets cancelled, so x is equal to lambda by 2. And again when we take the other value, x is equal to lambda. So these are the places where we expect antinode. Let's check out in our diagram. So here is the place which is antinode. So antinode at 0. Next antinode is at lambda by 2. And next antinode is at lambda. So why? Lambda by 4 plus lambda by 4. This becomes 2 lambda by 4 or lambda by 2. Alright. Then first, second, third one we have it as lambda by 4, lambda by 4, lambda by 4, lambda by 4. So that comes to 4 lambda by 4. That is lambda. So at 0 and at lambda by 2 and at lambda we have antinode. So that's what we obtained. We obtained 0, lambda by 2 and lambda. So 0, lambda by 2 and lambda. Alright. Okay. So let's move ahead now. So x is equal to p into lambda. Now here it is all integral multiple. So p can have value 0 to infinity. Alright. So its substitution would be x 0, 0, 1, 1. So similarly what we will, so we can have it as integral multiple. Alright. So p can be 0 to 1. So 0. Alright. So p if we put 0, x is equal to 0. And then when we put this 1, it would be lambda by 2. And then when we put 2, it would be 2 lambda by 2, so lambda. Alright, so 0 lambda by 2 lambda, 3 lambda by 2 and so on. Alright, so it is actually, see, all integral multiple. Why? Because it is 0 here, it is 1 over here, it is 2 by lambda 2, so 2 gets cancelled, so 3 by lambda 2, then it is 4 by 4 into lambda by 2 gets cancelled, 4 and so 2 lambda and so on and so forth. Okay.